Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again thank you for stopping by. So in this video I bought some bling for the top force. We've gone for some Tamiya hop-up shocks. Ideally I wanted high caps for the top force, but I just couldn't get any, and I'm not going to pay the ridiculous prices. So a friend said I should try the Aeration big ball shocks on it. Now I must admit, for what the running videos I do, it's kind of more for looks than it is for performance. I know that sounds quite sad, but I find the basic shocks quite bland looking, but they do work really well. Anyway, these are not dear, so I thought we'll have a look at them. So let's have a closer look. So these hop-up shocks are designed to go on the DB01, DF03, and 02, DT02, and a lot of the TRF range, 501, 501X. That doesn't mean a great deal to me, I have to be honest. So I'm really hoping that these are going to go straight onto the top force. I've been told they will. So let's get the packaging opened and see what they look like. So inside the box you get obviously the instructions, these white plated springs, alloy sort of gunmetal grey shocks. They look really cool, and some nice blue anodised of the adjustment rings. Comes with soft damper oil, and the piston shafts need circlips to hold the I don't know what you call them, the damper pistons, and various screws and things. So I thought it'd have a little bit more metal to it than it actually has, but hey ho. So alright, let's get cracking on the build. Well, straight off the bat there is so many small components to these, it's unreal. The instructions, I would have thought these have been quite straightforward to build, but you've got so many different types of O-rings and different sizes and stainless steel shims. You've got to be really careful, so I've tried to separate the front and rears as best I can. We're going to have a load of like fitting screws and things left over, but yeah, I'm going to have to take my time with this and make sure I get this right. Anyway, let's get cracking. Right, that's the shocks built up. That's a little bit of a mission, to be honest. I noticed that the front springs, you have to make this adjustment right down just to take the slackness up. They feel nice, they feel smooth. The back ones you don't, the springs are the full length, and they've got a lot more travel. So the obvious thing I noticed was that how short the front ones are, which is a bit of a worry. Right guys, so as you've probably realised already, these Aeration shocks do not fit the top force. The front bodies are way too short. So it's a mistake on my part. I asked someone when I wanted to buy them if it was a direct fit. They made a mistake and said yes. So it's not going to go on the top force. But before I show you what I've put them on, for any people with the top force out there, they will fit. They fit on the rears perfectly. But you can buy an option carbon front short tower for the top force, which I never knew existed, and it's really cool. So I'm thinking of ordering one. In fact, I'm thinking of going full carbon on this top force, but that's for a different video. And it's obviously it's about half from this distance here. It's about half that length. And the Aeration shocks are quite blingy, so it would look really cool on here. So you can make them fit the top force, but it'll cost a little bit of money. So what I have put them on, because I wanted to use them, is my Stadium Thunder, which I've just finished. What I want to say about these shocks straight off is they're super cheap, really. I mean, it's it's TRF stuff, which generally Tamiya just bangs the price right up. I believe these came out initially for the TRF 201 two-wheel drive buggy, which I believe maybe 2008, so they're not new. But because they've got a bit of age to them, you can pick them up quite cheap. So a brand new set is about $50 US, which equates to like £38. So it's not a massive amount of money. It's not cheap, but I think they look great. So as I say, I put them on the Stadium Thunder, and they're absolutely cock on. Super smooth, as you would expect. And on a buggy like this, they fit perfectly. Only downfall I found is they come with lots of fittings to mount them on the various cars, but for both, well, certainly for the Top Force, I would have to buy or make some spacers, because it's not a direct with the fitting gear on the Top Force. You can't just swap it over and use these shocks, because the top of the collars, the hole's about, I'd say probably about 2 mil in diameter wider. So what you get is, I hope this comes across on video, so if you listen, you got that play there. Now the standard shocks on this car had a little bit of play, not quite as much as that, so I need to do something about that and get better fixings. That's the only negative I can say about them. The build itself is straightforward, but you've really got to take your time and make sure you pick out the correct metal shims, and also the O-rings. There's lots of different types. You use them all, but you have to use them in the correct order. So you've got to take your time. I think the instructions could have been better, but hey ho. But as I say, the shocks themselves are super smooth. Now I know this doesn't come across on video very well, but what I did, obviously, when the old oil shocks I took off this, and also when I tried to mount them on the Top Force, the standard Top Force shocks are pretty smooth, but you just put them in your fingers and you do honestly feel the quality. They are really super smooth. Whether they'll be good on the track or bashing around, we'll see with this. But I think, as I say, we'll run them in this. Once we're finished with the Stadium Thunder, we'll take them off and we'll put the standard shocks back on. And then I think I'm going to do something pretty special with the Top Force before I move it on, but we'll see, because it's going to be quite expensive to do. But we're certainly going to get that short front carbon tower and a carbon rear, so we can get the aeration shocks on there, because I think it'll look awesome. So if you've got the cash and you're looking for some cheapish, bling, genuine Tamiya stuff, I would definitely go for these. I've not heard a bad word about them yet, so if you've had a bad experience, please drop that in a comment below. And any fixing ideas you have as well to do on standard cars will be appreciated. So, once again, thank you for watching, and if you're new to this channel, if you could please consider liking and subscribing to support us, that would be awesome. But most of all, guys, happy arseeing.